Welcome. You have reached Power Season 5, Episode 4 review with review time with Imperial. Let's get into it. So you got this week's episode that's picking up pretty much off last week's episode, starting with Teresi, which is Tommy's father, getting out of jail. So it shows Teresi being embraced by the mob family of him pitting in 25 years, never ratting on nobody, his importance to the family. There is some skepticism on him being in jail so long. He had life, and all of a sudden now he getting out. So they still trying to hold respect, but there's some skepticism behind that. Then you have Ghost finding out that Teresi's out, and he's trying to tell Tommy, you need to watch what you say around him. You don't know him, and you have to be mindful. Anything that you say to him can incriminate us. He don't need to know any information. He already tried to blackball me. Well, not blackball, blackmail me. And you can't trust him. And Tommy is all been looking for family his whole life. And he found that he finally has something. It seemed like they embracing him. So he's all in, like, nah, he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that. And so meanwhile, Kanan is looking at all this, and he's visual seeing where he could get his claws into the situation. So he's seeing the friction stemming. So when Tommy leaves, of course, Kanan is saying to Ghost, like, yo, what's up with that? You know what I mean? And then Ghost pretty much telling him about the Teresi situation. And then, Ghost has the plan that they need to get Tommy separated from the Teresi family. And in order to do that, he has to be found as a threat. Good, bad for business. So they devise a plan that a fake hit goes out on Tommy. And with that fake hit that goes out on Tommy, they see that Tommy's bad for business and don't want him around. So in the process of that hit being plotted and planned, Kanan go get two stooges. His mission was to have them shoot blanks at Tommy and them. And that was the mission. These two stooges go and get pick real bullets instead of the fake bullets. And they did hit one of the people that's with Tommy on a hit or whatever. So Kanan pops out like the savior, because he was supposed to meet Tommy there, and he shot and killed the dudes. Now you have Ghost, who's still spiraling out of control. He has this fundraiser for Raina, and Tasha, she's still grieving, so she, is in no condition to try and do fundraisers or give speeches. So Ghost said he pretty much has to do it, and he goes there and he sees his daughter in the crowd, so that messes his head up. He messes the speech up. Governor to be Tate, he sees this and sees Ghost. The chink in his armor is starting to show, and he's becoming more and more unreliable. So he has the idea, let's bring somebody new in the fray. And of course, it's Dre. So the friction behind that is scary to come. And then you go to Angela. They got the drop on the Menendez brothers, which is really the sister and the brother, but the sister is really the head. They got the drop. They got her. But in comes the man that Angela met for one night, one day, and then slept with him the next day. He's the head of, he's part of a higher chain hierarchy than her than the FBI, and they sent, pretty much just came, swooped in the Menendez woman. They had a airtight case, swooped in and released her. So once again, it shows how gullible Angela is to men, and they make her character real silly and cheap. She's easy. You know what I'm saying? That's how they write her character to be. I think that's they could make her a stronger character, but they don't, or whatever. So that blew up in her face. You got Proctor. He's going through trying to get reinstated to the bar. His ex-wife or girlfriend, whatever she is, the mother of his child, she pops out of rehab. She pops in the house. A lot of these places just is like Ghost House is the same way. People could come straight from outside, straight into the house. Like, if they on a list to let them up, they could get off the elevator and come straight in. That's unsettling, that people will be that comfortable living like that. That anybody can just come to your house at any given time, or if they on a list, nah. At all times, I need to be able to let you in and out, or whatever. So that's discouraging. Tasha with the lawyer, he's giving her the confidence to divorce Ghost, and she really wants to go through with it. So she gets in herself that pretty much that she don't need to be around Ghost, and she need to get out the house. All right, and that was the episode in a nutshell. You got Angela finally responds to Ghost after he's been calling her since episode 1, looking for a friend, and she finally responds. She's felt like the world was taken from her with her case that she was building, and she needs a friend too. So they're both at a low point in their life, and they're both reaching out for a friend for comfort. Plus, she also discovered that there is a tracker on Tommy. Now, things are going to get interesting. It's going to start picking up. The writing of Power is always up and down. It's interesting because it's in a world that these people are linked to drug cartel people, and you're thinking that these people is raking in millions of dollars and lots of money, but they still don't move like somebody. Like, you don't get great at something without being smart or good at what you do. You don't go years in building up a certain thing and not being good at what you do, and whatever in life, whatever profession, whatever you do. So these people that has been successful, drug people that had been able to get their money and launder it to success in real professional businesses, if they smart enough to get to that point, it's like they become dumb on the other part. Like, if you in that world, you see Tommy with, I guess they try to make his characters like erratic. He's, he does cocaine, so he's not really like bright enough. But even still, it's like they don't move like people that's got lots of money, because they don't know certain stuff that I feel as though that you should know. being in that world. You got Tommy driving around in just one car. The fact that his car has been tracked, and he knows nothing. Like, you mean tell me like y'all dealing with all this money, and it should be on schedule that y'all linked up with some people that know some people, that somebody come and scan your house. In your cars for trackers and all that type of stuff all the time. That just mind-boggling. He going to all these places, seeing all this situation, and don't know a tracker is on his car. So it's just, oh man, crazy. Just crazy. Just, frustrating or whatever. They showing Ghost with his grieving, he's drinking, basically showing that he's not on his game. So I guess that's cool, you know what I'm saying, in a sense, or whatever. Pretty sure by the season you'll start to see like the intelligence of Ghost. They'll start to write that where he figures things out, maneuver through or whatever. So they just gotta show him erratic bad decisions right now, to take him low to bring him back up high. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be interesting to find out later in the season what happens, how that whole Kanan situation, how that plays out or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So in a nutshell, it was a good episode. Stay tuned the next week for the recap review of episode 5. Subscribe and like, share the video. You know what I'm saying? Starting to bring some more content. I do a lot of movie reviews as well, so just stay tuned. Till next time.